Been waiting for reactions from Donald Trump's legal team. Many obstacles have come up. They have made baseless claims that this election has been rigged.
Absolutely, and that really has been the story up until now. But now the news is starting to break in Philadelphia. People driving behind us, beeping their horns, celebrating this news that we're bringing to you on France 24. Our partners at AP calling it Joe Biden has won this key battleground state, Pennsylvania. Joe Biden himself knew that this was going to be an important race for him. He campaigned heavily in the lead up to the election. Both candidates poured a lot of money into advertising in Pennsylvania to try and clinch those 20 Electoral College votes, that are now going to bring Joe Biden to the White House. It really has been a nail-biting finish here in Pennsylvania on election night, people casting their ballots, and then, of course, all those mail-in ballots that were counted afterwards. Of course, in the immediate aftermath of Election Day, we first were saying that Donald Trump was in the lead here in Pennsylvania by some 700,000 votes. But as those mail-in ballots, as those absentee ballots have been counting, there's really been that blue shift here in this key battleground state. And so Joe Biden said it last night. He managed to rebuild the blue wall, which Pennsylvania is part of. In 2016, the state flipped to Donald Trump. He managed to win over a lot of blue-class workers who were attracted to his message on the economy, essentially. And we were traveling around Pennsylvania in the lead-up to the vote. And outside of big cities in Pennsylvania tend to vote for the Democratic Party. But once you hit the countryside, once you hit the rural areas, that is pro-Trump territory. We went to a pro-Trump rally that was on Saturday, the 31st of October. And people there were sure he was going to win. They were very happy with his economic message, wanted him 4 more years in the White House. Now that flip has happened here, Joe Biden winning the crucial state of Pennsylvania. We've been saying it before, the Keystone State could be a keystone in this election, and it certainly has been in the end.
Florence, it's very early stages. We have just heard this news ourselves. Any signs of a victorious moment for Biden on the streets where you are?
Well, there are a lot of people, a couple cars flying by here that have been beeping, that have been celebrating. You got to know that Philadelphia is a very much pro-Biden city. They call it a deep blue city. About 80% of the vote has been going to Joe Biden here. Already yesterday, when we saw that there was that blue shift going on, there were apparently reports of celebrations going on in West Philadelphia. You've got to know also that what I'm in front of is the Pennsylvania Convention Center. This is where votes from Philadelphia have been being counted since Election Day, because, of course, in Pennsylvania, they could only start counting the votes on Election Day. So this is really where the action has been happening for Philadelphia. And on the other side, you can see those beeping there, right there going on behind me. On the other side of the convention center, there has been face-offs for days now between pro-Trump supporters calling for the count to be stopped, largely outnumbered by pro-Biden supporters calling for every vote to be counted. It's been quite a peaceful face-off, it must be said, for the past couple days. Turned into more of a dance party with competing playlists coming from the pro-Trump and the pro-Biden team. It'll be interesting to go back there to see what the scene is like. We were there just a little while ago. It's still quite early here in Philadelphia. It is the weekend, so I guess a lot of people were sleeping in, but I'm sure there will be party scenes going on in front of the convention center and all over the city here. Keep in mind, once again, this is a very pro-Biden city in what is a very divided state.
Florence Villeminot there reporting with the latest developments from Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Lively scenes there. Thank you so much for that update.